Hello and welcome to our final webinar on preparing for Brexit, People and Migration, with myself, Alice Tranter, Employment and Skills Policy Advisor, and Tim Thomas, Director of Labour Market and Skills Policy. Over to Tim.
Now, in this session, we'll be looking at some case studies, examples country by country. We'll be bringing together lots of things we've been talking about. So this is settlement for UK nationals in the EU or short-term business trips. And we'll look at a few countries and see actually how this is looking at the moment, on the assumption that the UK leaves the European Union without a deal.
Belgium. So UK nationals resident in Belgium have until the end of 2020 to register, so just over a year. Those with less than 5 year residence get a long-term visa, but if you arrive after Brexit, you will need a residence and work permit. And if you're a manager, you may even need a professional card. Now below we've given lots of handy links where you can check this depending on your sector, your job, the amount of time you're going to be staying there, and sort of double checking where you've lived in the past 5 years.
So if we look at Belgium looking ahead, and let's see we leave the European Union without a deal, then how do we go to Belgium to work as UK residents and workers? Well, Belgium have a system of work permits. Broadly, there's two routes in. One is for people who are highly qualified and earn more than 40,000 euros. The other is for executives who earn more than 67,000 euros. Now, if you're a highly qualified person and you're looking for an entry via that route, then you will need what is it called in the Belgian regulations a diploma. But actually, when they say diploma, what they mean, as you see on the screen, is essentially it's going to be either a bachelor or master's degree or above from a university. So a system not dissimilar to ours for non-EEA nationals coming to the UK to work, where broadly there is a salary threshold, 40,000 euros or 67,000 euros, and a minimum requirement to hold a degree or a better qualification than that.
So intra-company transfers, again, a little bit tricky here. We've got a link where you can sort of check what information you have and what you will need to find out if this is happening. So you will need to find a local agent and you'll need to provide them with an identity card. And this is sort of a little checklist that you will need to have each worker going to Belgium in this example with an intra-company transfer. And that includes having a medical certificate, a copy of your employment contract, an A1, which we had discussed in previous webinars, which is sort of the tax document, a proof that you will be working in Belgium, a letter of engagement perhaps, photocopies of your qualifications, and as it is in some cases, they only accept paper applications and documents. So you will need to print off all of these and send them in the post as nothing is online.
So I'm going to look at France on the next slide. So France has set up a microsite, a website for Brexit and the issues that fall out of Brexit and no deal. So on the screen there is the link and also a screenshot. And the microsite from the French government deals with issues such as going to live in France, travelling to France, working in France, being a tourist in France, settling in France. So a reasonably good job of bringing together a range of people-based issues there on one site for the French. But the rule, I'm afraid, for France is their domestic legislation tends always to be rather complicated, and you will just need to check before you go. Whether you're going there for work or going there to settle, they've got some complicated rules. Normally they require pre-notification, so the answer is log on to the French site and check. And in particular, they've got an issue with Social Security.
This is a screenshot of the Social Security website, which we have handily translated in English for your comfort. And you will then have to navigate your way through this page to see what their rules are, how long you'll be working there for, and what, if any, you have to pay towards Social Security in France. As you can see, there's an employer section and there's an independent section for those entrepreneurs. But the employer section does have frequently asked questions. It is bullet pointed into easy bite-sized chunks of information, and they do have a help email, which if you do have a specific query which you haven't found on the website, they do get back to you within 14 working days.
So that's all for us on bringing it all together. the golden rule, as always, I'm afraid, with all these things, is if we leave the European Union without a deal, then we will fall back on whatever the individual rules or whatever member state are that you're sending your workers to work in. So whether it's work permits or visas, or whether it's social security or anything else like professional qualifications, check the local rules. On the screen now are our email addresses, and it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me. Thank you very much, Mr.